Hello and welcome back to the revamped Gatekeeper's Grove. Recently undergone somewhat of a facelift, as I'm sure most of you will be well aware. Plenty of portals all over here. Hope you're all having a good day, and we are here, initially at least, to have a go at the White Plume quest. I might as well comment on that's obviously the Mythdrana one, so nice to have access to it from here. The Gatekeeper Grove now accessible from the ship, which is nice too. And this, super nice, to be able to go to Evening Star from here. It's long been, and Wayloon as well is nice to get to from there. So the days of worrying about whether or not you've got one of these Evening Star keys or whether or not it's on cooldown, and having to go manually through the tunnel in the harbour, or worse than that, having to do the quests to be able to access said tunnel. Those days are all gone, so the keys have very limited value now, I guess, but it's good. Because plenty were the times in the past where one of our little group had trouble, not having a key or having a key on cooldown, and was unable to join in for that reason. So I'm a big fan of this development, and I'm liking the ivy all over this teleporter thing as well. Right, level 11 then. Let's have a quick look. What did we... I think enhancements wise, I have. What have I done? I've just rejigged this tree a little bit, because at 11 you get the fourth core, so a bit more wisdom. We'll be taking that last one as well in the fullness of time for regenerating rages, because we plan, as I mentioned in previous episodes, to try to use the rage not just to give us the benefits from it, but to generate some temporary hit points in conjunction with the 5-piece blood feast filigree set in a sentient weapon. That would, if I understand it correctly, give us 1400 temporary hit points every time a rage is triggered. So that's a significant buffer to be able to call on when needed. And I guess that would make the shifter option significantly more defensive than the Dragonborn, although in the hands of a muppet like me, the Dragonborn would still shine with a somewhat competent player. Okay, I think that's the only thing I've done. I've left these 5 points unspent because when we get to 12 we're going to be going in the top tier here. Now, it might just be me, but unlike many classes like the arty that we've just seen with red, when you get to the tier 5, the level 12 things, and it's quite a transformation. Here there isn't so much of a feel like that. There's a word of balance spell like ability, speaking of which we've just got the actual spell for level 6. I added word of balance, and because we're in fire mode at the moment, I'm going to try this fire seeds from memory. I have not liked this in the past, but we can try. Also, I'm seeing that's a transmutation one, so our little necklace giving spell focus mastery is helping that one. Where was I before I interrupted myself? Oh, the tier 5 abilities, yeah. So that Crown of Summer to give to yourself or a friend, a bit more healing amp. Not terrible. I have taken it in the past and just used it to boost up my own healing amp typically. I suppose if there's a tank in the group, it could go on them, a bit like we did our Radiant Force Field shield and positive energy infusion from the Artificer. We would give those to a tank, so this could follow the same principle. 5 spell power in our season, or 15 spell power with the 3 points. Not amazing, I don't think. That we already know. That's not bad. 1 caster level and max caster level for spells in both seasons. Not bad. And then this one it's very good in the hands of a decent player, but you've got to remember to click it. Now, if we say 8 times, let's say we end up with 100 wisdom at the cap, so that could be 800 temporary hit points available every it's every minute, because it's a minute cooldown, and I'll never remember to refresh it each time. But I know much better players than me do swear by that. So between that and the blood feast thing that I just mentioned, we could be looking at over 2,000 temporary hit points in buffers. So that could be a reason. I've never successfully used this in the past, so as this is well, on the channel I tend to like to try to experiment, to try new things. So as we've done extensively the Dragonborn caster Druid in the past and not made use of this, let's say we're going to have a go at least with it, give it a good crack and see if we can't make something happen there. You would have thought somebody like me who's far more prone to getting hit, because if you haven't worked it out by now, I tend to just stand around like a muppet and allow them to hit me. This kind of thing would see much more mileage at the cap for someone like that, against someone who just is able to dodge just about everything by jumping around crazily while still getting the job done, which is certainly not me. So the too long didn't listen version would be that I find the tier 5s of the Season Herald tree a little bit underwhelming. Your mileage might vary. Okay, spells then, I've touched on it already. So the level 6 ones that we get access to now from taking level 11. Fire Seeds, I remember it as somewhat underwhelming. I can see there's no max caster level, so they can't be that bad. It's single target though, so it's not something that's going to detonate like the Flame Strike has been for us. And the Word of Balance, obviously our I nearly said our Weeper deletion option. So got to remember to press that key because it's a bit removed from my others. Okay. In fact, maybe we should stop taking a place on the main bar for this rage and unrage business. Where do I want to put that for the moment? I think I'll throw it up there for the minute. Just click it manually. So we're going to put this as what, number 8? Number 9. Number 9 it is. Okay. Anything else to report for level 11? I don't think there is. No changes in gear. I should have added the Scrolls of Greater Resto, but everything apart from level drain is catered for by Panacea anyway. If we get a level drain, well, we shouldn't get, unless we have our Death Ward dispelled, we shouldn't get level drained because that should be on all the time. Having said that, the reputation I have for letting things run out and not noticing. Right, in the interests of trying to... Oh, I've got no sound on, have I? In the interests of trying to show you more than one quest, I'll keep the level to the lowest. Are we going to be allowed in? Come on, game, humour me. I'm thinking we could have a go here and then perhaps try one of the Kundarak level 9s.
At the foot of the stairs,
maybe the jungle of Khyber.
With an empty stare, something is clutched in its hand. To the east lies a room filled with treasure. Inside, you can see the codex page.
Answers to this
But access to
612 or the moon. I've just memorized that.
Each seal bears the symbol of a weapon.
So if you think of multiples of 6 or the moon,
And a
you won't go wrong.
A regal creature waits for you in the water here. It meets your gaze with eyes filled with both sadness and wisdom.
Right, of course I'm going to get all these keys wrong because I've just swapped in those 2 new spells. And the rages. It's going to take me a while to get used to them being there. Oh, I've just switched it off by accident. Well done.
My challenge is a riddle.
Try again.
Answer true and you may pass. Answer wrong.
Okay.
And your lives are
Let's go with the colour spray here, I think.
Hearken to me. I begin.
That was a bit of a fail.
My number, I'm less than a score. Half of my number is less than 4.
There's a trap box in the middle
One to
here
my double when
for those who have that
days
capability.
are
The first person across that bridge is okay, but anybody else would have got done by, I think it's a heat trap or something.
The barrier blocking your way fades in a shimmer of light.
Oh, that was terrible.
This path
What a waste of mana. That is as bad as it gets.
of electricity, and it's uncomfortable.
Now where are these others gone?
It's hard to say how strong.
I think they're in front of us somewhere, aren't they? There's some more here, so let's try and redeem ourselves here and maybe get them all together here, if we can. Yeah, that's much better, much better. Okay. Colour spray, and boom. Lovely. Like that. Let's see some more of that. More of that and less of the shambles that we saw initially.
A narrow, winding path leads over a drop into beds of spikes and whirling blades. The path seems to be slick, almost frictionless.
So you'll have noticed maybe that I deleted the howl out of the racial tree because we're not using it anymore. And this colour spray is super cheap and very effective against probably most, if not all, of the targets that the howl would have affected, I would guess. It does affect elementals and such like. I'm not looking to go, why can't I do this search here? What's going on? Oh, I'm too enraged. Okay. I'm not looking to go through there, just open it for the little, is it Vigilant Sight bonus that we had triggering there. Nice waste of an ice storm there. Actually, maybe not wasted. Maybe we can use it against these things that are just about to assault us.
A wall of water rushes in.
I thought there were going to be more than that. Oh, there are. Okay. Are these colour sprayable? I think there's some substantial lag affecting the server at the moment. They should be moving about all over the place, shouldn't they? And they're not doing.
And the water begins to drain away at last.
If you remember, we saw something similar in the... you remember the quest, the immortality lessons in the Fae that we did? And there were wolves and things all over the place, just sort of rooted in place. I don't know if this is to do with the Night Revel event that's going on at the moment, but there has been quite a lot of lag since that event began, so it's possible, I guess.
The halfling's grin grows larger, and then
Should we try Word of Balance against you? Oh yes, that was a big hit.
revealing the towering
Let's try that again.
ogre magi.
Wow.
Still grinning, but with much sharper teeth.
Try again. Beautiful. Did that one shot him? Or was that just I think that was one of the fake ones, wasn't it? Let's try it on the real one. Not bad. And it's got a nice short cooldown. I haven't quickened it because it's a fairly short cast. Let's try the fire seed thing. Oh god. It's like the delayed blast fireball. There's an option to set. Let's put that right before we go any further.
As you touch the crest,
I didn't realise it was
you hear a bell
an either or thing. So
You
we
are
want the
one
fire
step
seeds.
closer to your objective.
Okay. I'm not expecting amazing things from it, because as I mentioned last time I tried it, I was a bit underwhelmed by it, but you never know. The rage is lasting close to 4 minutes now. I don't know if that's because our corner's gone up. I don't think it's gone up that much. Oh, it is quite high. Yeah, maybe it is. I was wondering if it was more relating to character level, but I think it's just the con score of the character.
As you enter the room, two green and feminine forms.
Oh,
emerge
what happened
from
there?
the
Were we
water with
too
a
far? Oh no,
splash.
lag happened there. Okay. Try again. Now what? Was that more lag? Yeah, I'm frozen here. Oh dear. Come on, game. Do me a favour. Oh, okay. Welcome to the wonderful world of Orion. If any of you are on other servers, are you experiencing similar things since the... well, I guess the night revels will be long finished by the time you actually see this, but this is not untypical at the moment. I'm hearing things about this 64-bit server, so hopefully there might be something in that, because at the moment the way this is going, I might come back as a soul stone here. Oh dear. At least that actually hit the target. Right, okay, we seem to be back. Can I have that last spell landing, please, game? Oh, it just ate my salt ray. Okay. Okay. At least there wasn't a complete freeze. The other weekend I was having a minute or 2 minute freezes and the red box on the top of the screen and yellow box and all that kind of fun. Frozen again here. I'd be amazed if that... Yeah, it hasn't registered, has it? Oh, it has! Okay, I'm amazed. Even delayed. Was that the... I didn't realise there was a delay option on the flame strike, just like we had with the fire seeds. We'll say that was a flame strike trap for the opponent. Come on now, humorous. Yes. Fun times. I think it's time for the old crab, isn't it? Yeah. What's the rage looking like? It might just last until this shrine. Or until the end of this fight. Yeah, I think the rage will be alright until we've finished here.
Hold the boiling water of the mountain at
So word of balance against this guy would be absolutely useless, I'm guessing.
sway with the water currents. The walls don't look very sturdy.
Oh, that was the fire seeds. Let's try that again.
A small section of one of the magical barriers.
He's resistant to just about everything, isn't he? So, but not lightning. Okay. So it throws 3 acorns. That's not bad. Maybe there's been some work done to that. Does anybody know? In the last couple of years or so, seems a bit better than when I last used it. And the no max caster level seems pretty nice. Again, I'll repeat my request. If any of you have played Fire Druid at the cap in the past, I'm guessing that would be part of
Another
the
crest claim.
arsenal.
Only
I'd be
one.
interested to know how you've gone on.
Bright green slime covers
If
the
you didn't know, that slime can be
Something
dispelled by
about it
any
gives you a
fire
bad
spell, like
feeling.
AoE fire spell,
The
I
green
think, or
slime proves to be quite
like a
flammable.
scorch
It
or a
burns away
fireball or
quickly,
that type of
even
thing.
in this dank cave.
Get some. Oh, that was a bit underwhelming. I think we've reached the stage now where we can't go any higher on the caster level for the Thorn Bloom, so it is going to be, yeah, capped at 11 by max caster level. We do, or we did, as I mentioned in the past, have the choice of the Thorn Wave, which seems like a cone shape in front of you. Why am I going down there when I haven't got a key? I think I'm getting the cue to do all the rebuffs here, aren't I? I should probably have rested at that last shrine, but it's a bit late now. Oh, what are we going to do here? Spell-like abilities, save some mana. Yeah, sounds like a plan. So one at a time, I think, here. Whoa!
Inside the sphere. Try as you might, you can't see what's inside the spheres. A
Oh, for a
well-placed
sunburst.
changed.
The sunburst the Druid gets later on is particularly nasty against, well, I think undeads in general. And I think if it's something like a shadow, if they fail to save, they can get destroyed outright, if I'm correct. I've been reading a bit about it in the wiki, but I'm not sure if that part... Oh my god. I think I'm just going to try and kite that while I find the key if possible, because they are enormous big bags of hit points.
A silver key
Right,
falls
okay.
from the broken sphere.
We're out of here.
Splashes down into the water.
Given that I'm a bit low on mana, I think that was a pretty good decision. There can be a boss... there can be a boss down here as well.
Has a
Or even
keyhole
two
mounted in the
bosses.
stone floor in front of it. A set of 5 patchwork creatures regard you impassively, each branded with a glowing number. One of them begins to speak. If you can pick it out, it will serve you.
We avoided the first
others
boss.
will allow passage.
Second one can be over there, can't it, behind that rock? We can also have a pile of undead to the left here. Yep, okay. Where's our Reaper deletion button? Beautiful. No, I think we got away with it on the boss front. So just to reiterate, if any of you are new to the Druid, the Word of Balance spell is situationally really strong. It does damage based on how many steps away from true neutral the opponent is. So in the case of a Reaper who is lawful evil, I think, so 2 steps away, it takes double damage. If something was just, like say, lawful neutral, it would be 1 step away, so take 1 lot of damage. And if something is true neutral, like let's say the elementals I keep casting that thing on, it takes no damage and I just end up with egg on my face. Explanation complete. Sometimes there can be I think it's just an optional boss in there. Now this is rough in here. Let's make sure the
no light is able to penetrate. You feel certain
rage
that
is on.
something deadly awaits you in the blackness.
So yeah, we've got almost 4 minutes of rage now. Bear in mind that's extended by using the racial tree. I think we've got 75% longer rages in the racial tree. What about word of balance against you? Only once, so he's not not a prime candidate for it. Trying to get rid of the damn Fear Reaper. Fire seeds, maybe? Oh, that was very good. Did he die? I think he may have done. No, he didn't. Okay, well, he can have some more of that. The only downside to it is it's single target, I think. Is it? Or is it a small AoE? It seemed to hurt several shadows there, or maybe they just got in the way of my target, which was the boss.
You spy a crest marked with the symbol of a hammer in one corner of the
Did
room.
quite meaty damage, and so yeah, for single target damage, that's definitely a keeper, isn't it? Well, we're in fire mode at least. I don't think we need to. Do we need to shrine? No, I don't think so. I think we're all right. We do want the druid does get this spell anyway, but we have it on a scroll for now. Fire shield cold against these fiery creatures. So don't cast the fire spells. Maybe go into the winter thing to boost up lightning here. I wish I had the other lightning spell on my bar. That's a bad mistake. A little bit of lag. Another mistake, not going for the same target, but the lag is eating some of my spells. Basically only got 2 here at the moment. The 2 spell-like abilities, the Core Lightning and the Salt Ray. But we're still going to have more than enough to deal with them, I think. In an ideal world, I would have both of the non-SLA versions of these 2 spells I'm using on my bar, and I would have absolutely hammered them then. Sadly, best laid plans and all that.
Confirms your victory as you enter the treasure chamber.
What we got there, a crab shell buckler.
I concede this round to you, adventurer.
From, I think from 13, when we are in fire elemental form, it won't matter anymore, will it? I think when we hit something and it's immune, the next shot, it's vulnerable, isn't it, of the same element. So fire things will be all right then, as far as I understand it. I think it's like with the cold one. Right, let's go to Kundrak. So I'm using, as mentioned, my persuasion item plus greater heroism to improve my chances of successfully using this teleport scroll and not looking like a muppet. I didn't invest anything in UMD so far because I do have a tome for it, and I think by the time I get to the cap I'll have enough anyway for teleport scrolls, and I think that might be the only thing I'll need UMD for, because I already have oh, greater resto I will need, so maybe I need to keep an eye on that. Although most of greater resto, as mentioned, I can do with this panacea. It's just a level drain. I think regenerate, which we get later on, gets rid of 1 neg level per tick, so that's not going to be too big of a deal, I don't think. Right, now let's swap back into summertime. I'm amazed I remembered that. Let's give these trolls some pain. They're fire vulnerable, aren't they? So the flame strike should be absolutely the business in here.
As you emerge from the gulch,
And as it's such a short quest, there's no excuse for skimping. Flame strike, produce flame, fire seeds. For the win.
Blackheart trolls have made their home in the shadow of the stone wall. They seem able to repel as they go.
Oh,
Possibly be
not ideal. I think two of those missed the target, didn't they? Where am I going now? Apart from the wrong way. Can we get him in a more tight circle? That no, he's gone down the side, the bugger. Too many mistakes to even mention there. The first one, the opponent went down my side, so the big AoE spell didn't even trigger. Wow, I think that was all fire seeds. Is it a small AoE, this thing? We need to clarify this, don't we? Where they explode into flames. We need to test, don't we? We need to test. Okay, we've got... Let's try it against him. He's not very close to anything though. No, nothing else took that. Let's try again. There's some people closer to him now. And then we had a Colours of the Queen effect, so we still don't know. I have a suspicion it's a small AoE, that thing, but it doesn't say so in the description. Let's try it again here at the risk of getting mauled. Yeah. I have a feeling there's an AoE element there. Of course it's not as effective as that, but
ahead, a glowing barrier blocks access to a forbidding cavern. The guttural chanting of Blackheart's.
okay.
Khyber, where Vale is hiding, is now clear. You can use the cave entrance to descend down.
I think mana management wise, on the back of these fully meted spell like abilities, we're doing okay, aren't we? That's giving us enough single target damage and mana saving to allow us to use the big AoE even quickened and not worry too much about it.
A majestic being of metal and magic glares at you from the cavern ahead. This inevitable is a Marutha. His sole purpose is to destroy those.
He saved against the stun, that one. Now that's worrying. That's 52 and he saved. Okay, that's more like it.
A group of drow ambushers in the next room howls
There's a trap on that door, as I'm sure you knew. That's why I was pushing through to avoid it. For the 100th time this life, I mistargeted the produce flame and it did nothing for me. There's nothing wrong with the spell, just the thing between the keyboard and the chair.
The stench of trolls once again. It is true. The trolls and
Do
drow
go for the breakables in this one because the majority of them are in one room, as I'm sure most of the veterans of this quest will know.
As the gate grinds open, the drow scorpions scream for command. The inevitable footsteps thunder across a stone bridge ahead. Several
Expecting
drow
things
flee
following me
ahead to
here.
You have caught up with the inevitable. It stares coldly at you. Perhaps
That was a
calculating
bit of a waste
what
of a
to propose to its mission.
fire seeds, wasn't it? Then again, it's not that expensive. I think the core lightning, the standard spell is about 12, and this is 15 for significantly more damage. So the only situation when I struggle with it is like happened at the end of the last quest when things are immune. Right, now believe it or not, I've thought of this situation in advance. I was thinking, who do I send? I can't send my dog because I'm a dog owner and quite an animal person. So I can't just send the dog to die. So it's going to have to be Ellie. Sacrifice the human rather than the dog. I might be sacrificing myself as well if I don't get the hell out of here. Okay, well done, Ellie. Is that still alive? Still, yeah, okay. Oh, okay, still using the Thorn Bloom as a little finisher when things are just left on a sliver and there's a couple of them around me. It's quite nice. Like now. Yeah. I think that was excessive force. That was nice. Oh crikey, there's no such thing as excessive force here. Let's hammer them. Reaper at the back there, get him. Yes, one shot, word of balance, beautiful. That is where it's at for the Reapers. If you're at the end game and you don't have ruins, word of balance is the thing for the Reapers. Absolutely. Or even if you do have ruins and you want to save some mana. How much is the word of balance? We'll have a look. Beautiful, beautiful. That was almost 2,000 damage. It's 10 spell points, wow. And it's just a Reaper deletion machine, that thing. Awesome. That thing needs to go, especially as it's not held. Any bets I've let the trance run out? Yes, of course I have. Silly misplay there. I should have done that from further back and then had them all in one place. As it is, I've wasted mana and time. Let's try and rectify that for these. Oh, I can't. Unless I can just manually target with the cursor maybe. Land it on top of them. Yep, nice job. So for those of you who didn't know, you don't always have to... for some spells you do, like for the produce flame, you have to target an enemy. Otherwise you get nothing out of it. For the flame strike, wherever my little cursor is where the spell's supposed to be cast. Provided it's within our range. So there are plenty of occasions where it pays us to do that rather than target a specific person. Boom, Reaper. Yes! Love it. Oh, that was a awful... I just pressed the wrong key. I wanted Flame Strike and I got the Thorn Bloom. It's quite a close AoE to you, isn't it, that? So, unfortunately, that was a foul up. Mana-wise, we're doing alright though. We've got a shrine coming up. We're going to make it, I think, without issue. It's all good. That's our breakable bonus. Any druids out there, maybe tell me what you think to the tier 5s as well in the Season's Herald tree. As mentioned, I found them a little bit underwhelming compared to what some of the other classes get. But thinking about it, oh hello. Thinking about it, the it's more about the spells that you get with this class as you level up. And maybe that's the same with most casters, perhaps. Just more about the spells that you get and less about the enhancements in the trees themselves. As mentioned, I think on level 13 we're going to be getting the Firestorm, and between that and this, I mean, Firestorm is the big brother to the Flame Strike, isn't it? And that's just going to be devastating. I think I might have to up the difficulty on that, otherwise it's just going to look like a cakewalk, isn't it? Did I? No, I didn't do any buffs. Now against the Beholders, I'm guessing Salt Ray will be our friend, and also the Pale Lavender Ion Stone for some spell absorb.
Marut stalks down the hole to your right, relentlessly focused on its target. The locked gate ahead marks the outer boundaries of the Drow encampment.
We don't have anything else that's double range, do we? But this might just one-shot the Beholder. That's if I don't hit the terrain with it. Well done, me. Again, if I had the spell version, do I actually have the spell? I do have Salt Ray, so let's put that there, say. And let's put the lightning one there. So if ever I'm in need of, like here, we can... We'll use the meted ones first, but if they're on cooldown and we need help, we can use the unmeted. Crud. Can I just colour spray you? Yes. Come on. Oh, it's still... Is it an aura it has? It's not letting me cast anything. So I don't need... I think it might have some kind of anti-magic aura that just pulses and doesn't let you do anything. So I don't need to be close to them at all. There's normally at least one up here. I'm instantly suspicious. Okay, nice job. Is that gone too? Yeah. Backspace very helpful here, or highlight interactable object, whatever key you've got set for that to tell you where the runes are in the room. There's got to be at least... Oh, I can see the other rune, it's up there. But where is the other Beholder? There's got to be at least one. No? Maybe not. I'm not complaining. I think maybe I'm thinking of epic when generally this area is littered with them. Right, we'll take that. Switch the trinket back. Feather fall is fairly mandatory, at least in my experience, if you are trying for the little optional at the mouth of this cave here. If you didn't know, if you just step to the edge of this big rock here, and then we're going to just move forward, not jump, because if you jump you hit yourself on there and you just fall down. So move forward and to the left onto these series of rocks here, and then just jump, 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 and we have ourselves an optional. I think he will be gaining health from fire, won't he? Yes, well done me. Wrong spell again. I'll use the two I have on my bar and should have had on the bar ages ago. As mentioned already, by the time when we get to 13, that'll be the end of, you know, all these problems with immunities and that kind of thing. Once you're in elemental form, I think all that is just a distant memory, so that's going to be good times too.
A geyser blasts water into the air nearby. It looks powerful enough to lift a heavy weight.
Nice. Okay, can we colour spray this lot? Nice. Can we get the next lot? No, colour spray was still on cooldown. I can get you guys though. Okay. Night Revel key in a standard chest, that's unusual. Right, put our protection back on, focus fire the beholder. Oh crud, he's a boss as well. Ah! Forgot about his anti-magic thing. Now we're in bother. Can we get rid of these other two? Yes. We've just got the beholder to go. Got to hit him before he gets us. Or just get him with the colour spray. Stop him. Did that work? Yes. Get out of his range of his anti-magic thing, which we failed miserably to do. Where is he? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a ray he does with the anti-magic, isn't it? I didn't stop him either with that. So the only thing I can do when he does the anti-magic thing is the colour spray. And I can't... He seems to have a prodigious range on that. Come on. Oh. Wow. Yeah, nasty buggers. Without the ion stone, I would have been absolutely goosed there. I'll take these. Nice job on the keys. Did he dispel the rage, that guy as well? Can a beholder, can the anti-magic thing dispel rage? I thought I'd just cast it. Maybe it just ran out, but I could have sworn I cast it before that encounter. So he's not immune to fire. Okay, good stuff. He is resistant to it though.
You have destroyed the implacable Narut.
Right.
Saved the Vampiress from her doom.
Bumpy ride,
Veiled
but
shouts
we'll
of
take it. We'll take it. My least favourite memory in there, well, in the whole thing, was the end of the White Plume, where I had only 2 spells on quite a long cooldown. Why I hadn't done this before, I just do not know. I think the only excuse I can give is I tend to like to use 1, 2, 3, 4 as my attacking options, and here is for other things. When we get to the cap, the number 1, 2, 3 on the number pad tend to be my freezing spray, which makes things more vulnerable to cold, and then the 2 creeping cold spells, which get cast against a boss or a nasty reaper or something like that. That's the only excuse I've got, wanting to leave those slots free. Tenuous at best, I'd say. Okay, not too terrible, all told. I think that's as good a point as any to leave it. So thank you very much as always for looking, and we'll be back next time with level 12. Take care.